Hey folks, can you hear me? There is one people at least watching. Just want to confirm if I'm audible. Hey Ian, what's up? Res Oliveira, okay. Let me just bring this up a little bit here. No, it's not just you, Ian. I was a little bit late as usual. I don't know why I set that time if I never make it. I have to be more realistic. Let me just update the Twitch name. Where can I get the name? What is this? Oh, that is cool. So I can get it from here. Then I can come here. I can do this. I don't know if it updates it or not. It's really early in the morning. Yeah, it's 4:30 a.m. right now. So the only time I can do this is before I get to work. Well, I have to go to the gym today and I have to go to swim. I have to create the group as well, the swimming group. I didn't create it. My hands or my face are different colors. I need to work on that as well. I look pink on the face and my hands. Which one is more like my color? I think my hands are more like my color. Let me look at them. Yeah. Let me just push this that the AI generated from the previous session with Pratt. I didn't review it, so let's see if watch the video. Okay. Good. The video is, let's see, live. This one. This is the video. When I get the ID. Let's say that I paste the ID here, right? And let's say that I'm here. And I need to modify, I need to paste what I have down there. You remember how we did it? Right? So I'm gonna move here and I'm going to do YRCRF word P. Oh, I pasted it in the wrong place. P. See what I did there? The remote thingy that we were talking about yesterday. Is it easier? Something that someone else said. Okay. Someone left in a comment and it makes a lot of sense is why using the remote thingy is just a waste of time when you can use the jump list, right? So if I'm here and if I do SCRP and if I jump into this word, right? I copy this word. This action when I jumped was added to my jump list. So I can just do Control O. I would do here Control O to go back to where I was, paste, and that's it. So who is right then? What makes more sense? Should you just flash around, like jump around, do what you want, then Control O to jump back to where you were? Or should you do the remote operation like we saw yesterday? Oh man, who knows? And I'm not gonna end up doing any of both. I'm just going to navigate like this, like a peasant. Uh, hmm. Okay. Shift tab. Create a new org heading or list item. Meta up or down. Move an org heading or list item up and down. Meta left, right. Okay. Promote or demote the current org heading. Promote or demote the heading and its subtree. Meta shift left or right. Okay. Jump to the previous org heading. Next org heading. Schedule an org task. Control C, Control S. Okay. Toggle the to-do state of an org task. Control C, Control T. emacs org agenda. Okay, this is to get a weekly view. 2-week agenda view with VT. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Delete the current window. Undo. Okay, looks like this has sense, I think. Well, that it makes sense. Compared to the first session. Yep. Where are the new lessons? The first video. Okay. So yeah, this looks good. Oh, I haven't done the thumbnail for it. Let's do your guys' favorite thing, which is the thumbnails. What thumbnail did I use for the other one? Oh, okay. Just a regular thumbnail. Okay. So that should be, where is that thumbnail? I already have it. I have it. Maybe here, here, here. Oh, piece of shit. Don't tell me that you're not gonna allow me to paste it. Permissions, right? Right. Oh, you did? That is amazing. Okay. So I don't need this. I don't need this. All I need, hold on. All I need is this. And I need to jump back here. There. July 15th. Let's do it like a pro. If I'm here, I'm going to do delete remote image FIP for the paragraph. And boom, we're done. Is that being pro or not? And it seems that we have this article correctly. So this is the previous lesson that we had. No. Hold on. Where is it? It's right here. Yep. Second coaching session. Video. Everything is in the video. I added colors to my headings because I hate it when I cannot identify the level of the heading. So at least I know these are the same level and this is a different level. Should I put like a little icon there that shows if it's 1, 2, 3, like the way that I do it here? Like I know this is a level 2. This is a level 3 because of the little number that shows there, the glyph. Yeah, this looks good. Yep. Let's just push this. Did I modify? Oh, okay. Yep, all right. First session. Which one is this one? First session. Yeah, this is the first session. But it's just because I had the name incorrect. Yep. This one got deleted. Let me make this smaller because I can't see shit here. I'm just going to do C, commit this. And I'm just going to come here, amend. Yep. To this one. Okay. Let's open this file on GitHub. Let's see if it brings the site down. I think managing my blog post in org would be a good idea. I don't know. I just want to see before I start with the tutorial. Hey, Fraser, I want to see what one-shot modifiers are because I don't understand what they are. Prod mentioned them. A lot of people have mentioned them. They have explained to me and I don't get it. But I have a specific issue that I want to solve. Okay, so this was pushed. Were we that lucky? I don't think so. Let's see. Let's check here. Refresh. Huh, it is up. Let me see. Okay, yep, it is up. So we're done with that. The tutorial, well, the tutorial is not next, okay? What is next is this, before I continue. Try using Nuven with remote approbations, okay? I will keep this in mind. One-shot modifiers are not good enough for me because I am a tap hold guy. Yep. But I'm thinking of using both of them. Let me explain why. Okay, so most of the times I have my both hands on the keyboard, right? But sometimes I'm grabbing my mouse. Okay, so if I need to do Command T or Command Tab, for example, I could do it with this hand, Command Tab, Command Tab, but it just feels weird because I have to hold it for a little while. Or what else? Okay, let's say that I want to do Command T. Let's say that I'm here in the browser, Command T. Which one is Command T for a new tab? Like this. I could do Command T. Should I leave them like that? And just get used to the delay? Okay, you probably won't understand what's happening because I have cross-handed home run mods right now, which is known as timeless home run mods. So I don't have to wait for any delay. They're instant, we could say, right? I don't have to wait. So if I need to do Command T, I just do it. You see that it's instant. Command is on my right hand, T is on my left hand. So Command T, boom, it's just right there. If you do traditional home run mods, this takes a while, right? So because you need to wait for the delay when holding. So it's Command here, Command T. It's not that bad, I think. It's just a small delay. Did I leave it like that? Just get used to it. Command T. I just got used to not having a delay, and I just was wondering how one-shot modifiers work. I don't understand how they work. Let's see, if I need to do Command Tab, Command Tab, Command Tab. Can I leave with this? Can I live with this or no? I have to think about this. Let's quickly take a look at what one-shot modifiers are, okay, and how to configure them. Let's see if there's something here. Oh, a video shows up, brother. Why would I want to watch my video? One-shot modifiers. I don't understand how they work. Umra, no, no. One-shot keys. Is this the one? Oh, I see this ugly ass keyboard. This is the thick modify, right? And I know that it's gonna be some weird custom shit that they came up with, not CMK related. So this is gonna be a waste of time, I think. Should we try that one, or should we find a more reliable source? I want one-shot modifiers, brother, not. Let's see what these motherfuckers have to say. Oh, hold on. If they sponsor me, they're like the best company in the world, okay? So Digmatify is the best, okay? Let's see if you guys can hear this. Where's the video? Oh, it's right here. No, you cannot hear it. Let me fix this. Brave. Properties. Brave.
Ready, let you remap keys.
There, we can hear it. Is this the gentleman's club? The emacs club or which one? You're not navigating through HKL. Does it mean you can't stay pressed for navigating because the home run mods gets in the way? No, I can press them, okay? So take a look at this. If I press it just once, nothing is gonna happen, right? Look at this, just once. So I have to press them twice, like this, twice, really fast. Hold on. Oh, I have this H mapped to something else, so H doesn't work. Okay, but this one works, this one works. Yeah, this one doesn't work, H, because I have it mapped to something else. But I used to navigate that way when I was your age, 23 years old, by leaving the keys pressed. You're gonna grow up, kid, and you're gonna eventually learn how to navigate like a Chad, okay? But yeah, now that you still wear your diaper, keep navigating that way. But then you're gonna do Control U, Control D, and you don't just get to where you want. Or with Flash that and Vim, maybe. Yeah. I don't do that. I never navigate that way anymore. The Linux one, this, oh, no, well, this is the Mac OS GigaChat Club. You can choose a combo to trigger a one-shot mod too. Just my opinion. You can choose a combo to trigger a one-shot mod too. You can use a combo to trigger a one-shot mod too. Take my balls. Yep. Flash.nvim is the GOAT. It is. It is, man. Let's see what this guy has to say. I hate these GUIs. Is there someone else that hate this shit? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Digma is the best. If they sponsor the video, of course, or if they sponsor the channel, they're awesome. Okay, they're the best keyboards, the best GUIs that you can ever find out there.
Create layers and add macros or shortcuts. But few people know about one-shot keys. They are simple but very powerful, and once you try them, you might never go back.
Oh.
Here's how they work. Tap the key and it modifies only the following input. For example, tap Shift and the next letter is capitalized. Then it stops. Hold it and it behaves like a regular modifier, affecting every key you press. Double tap it.
So can I have my shift? You're not using macOS. Yeah, you can stay in the club, Marco, because you're like a light sugar daddy, you know, because you donate $10 in Kofi every month, and you so the money talks. That's the way it is here. Okay, you could even be using Windows, but if you donate $50 a month, brother.
And it looks.
Okay, so I think if I press Shift, that could be my one-shot modifier thingy, and then these keys could become like Command, Alt, Shift, Option, whatever they are. Does that make sense? So what would I have to do? So I would do really quick, bam, bam, and that would be Command Tab. Is that how it works?
Just like caps lock. Now all my keys are capitalized, but it can be any
Like JK will trigger Control. Nah, I did that a long time ago, and it was a mistake. I used to have. Yep, I did that, and nope. I wonder what happens to people that actually follow my advice. Like, oh man, the internet is just a dumpster of information, pretty much. Where is that? I did this. This two keys were my shift A and S. At the time, it sounded like a brilliant idea. Do this for a week, brother, and your fingers are pretty much gonna fall off after.
modifier or layer. Tap it again.
Why are you exactly? Why are you on the other stream? Look, there's two streams, but this guy doesn't read Palash backup. There's even a pinned comment, my brother. No, you know why he's there? Because he was doom scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and then he found me. But yeah, he was doom scrolling. CEO, but then would spend $100 a month or so. I play Guy Love songs every now and then, therefore I stay at the cheap but play Guy Love. Yeah, yep. That's a good approach as well. You talk like an arch guy, but you use macOS. Why like an arch guy, brother? Oh, are you calling me a furry? Are you calling me? Let's see. Let's see how does the arch guy looks like, okay? Arch. Let's see if Linux users will defend their honor. No, Arch Linux. Brother. I didn't say it, okay? And I'm not being, you know, it's just, you guys saw it. I typed it, showed up. I have nothing to do with this, all right? But they're decent here. Look, they're good folks because they covered the little tummy right there. So that is good. Okay, now we were doing something. On mobile, vertical stream is better. Being called an arch guy. He looks like an arch guy as well. Who? This guy?
To unlock it, this is where it gets fun. Let's say you set a one-shot shift. Now you can use your all caps lock key for something else. Backspace, a layer switch, or my favorite, an easy to reach tab. It's great.
We're gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna ask AI, you know? We're not gonna fucking be wasting time. Hell the fuck no. AI, do this for me. Can it do it? Can it not? We don't know.
For comfort too, you don't need to keep shift pressed to...
But does it make sense though? Okay, so here is when paralysis comes in or creeps in, because I have to think about this for like 2 hours and we only have 1 hour. Okay, I usually go out, walk a little bit, and I go thinking, brother, are one-shot modifiers a good idea? I think about it for a day, 2 days. I analyze the situation. And after that, I decide, let's do it. I cannot just jump right into it, brothers. Are we gonna do the emacs tutorial? That's the question. That's the real question. Staggered split keyboard. I guess because of familiarity. I guess that's why. If you're just getting started and you don't want to jump into this, you know, like, because it feels weird at first. Or let's say, let me give you an example. Let me give you a real life example. My wife and daughter, right? They're not gonna switch to this. They're not gonna switch to the Glove 80. I told my wife I'm not using the Glove 80, and she was like, she looked at me like this kid, you know? Oh, I will not be able to find it. She looked at me like, brother, I found it first try. God damn it. So she looked at me like this and was like, the fuck are you even talking about? So I got one of these keyboards, one of these cheap keyboards. Well, I didn't buy it. They sent it. What is it called? I don't know what the name of that brand is. I have no oh, this one. People Maker. They sent it over and they are using this keyboard. And the reason why they're using it is because I don't want them to be like this in prison. I just want them to split their hands and type comfortably. So this is better than nothing. That's where I put it. Better than nothing. Yep.
Capitalize a letter. Just tap and type. Less strain, more flow. The same idea works with Control or Alt.
But if Digma supports the channel or if Digma sponsors the channel, they're the best, brother. They're the best. I would sell the keyboard though. Would I sell the keyboard? Like this? The Phi looks like, man, am I the only one that looks at this thing and thinks that shit looks ugly, brother? Like, I wouldn't buy that shit. No, okay, Digma Balls. You're the best company out there, all right?
Instead of holding Control and pressing C to copy, you simply tap Control and then C. And if you need to use several shortcuts,
Hold on.
instead of capitalize a letter, just tap and type. Less strain, more flow. The same idea works with Control or Alt. Instead of holding Control and pressing C to copy, you simply tap Control and then C. And if you need to use...
Oh, but it works only with that key. Okay, so you have to tap the key first. I don't have control on my keyboard, brother. Like, the only key that I have here is Shift. Okay, so the only one that I have is shift here. This, I don't know what this is. This is backspace. This, what is this? What is this key? Is this in space? I think this is space, and I think this is enter. So the only key that I have here is shift. So I have to tap control then. So this is the only modifier that I would be able to use then, right? Is that what this guy is saying?
Several shortcut, double tap control to lock it.
So you have your mods keys in a layer, but somehow makes sense one shots for you. So, but I'm using home run mods. So, I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
You can now tap C or B to copy and paste as much as you like, then tap again to unlock. It's much faster and easier. One-shot layers are just as powerful. For example, I have a number pad layer. If I need one number, I tap the one-shot
Okay, we put it too fast.
key and press it. For a few numbers, I hold the key until I'm done. For spreadsheet work, I double tap to lock the layer, use my numbers, and tap to go back. Which key would you turn into a one-shot first? Shift? Control? Or maybe a custom layer? Tell me in the comments. Configuring one-shot keys is quick. Open base core and click configure. In the layout editor, select the key that you want. Let's say.
So I think I'm not understanding them right. Let's ask the expert, okay? What is this called? Corn, right? Corn min. Okay. Let's open the Lord's editor here. Let's just restore the session and it's right there, okay? And let's just open a new tab here. O to open code. Look at my file. I was thinking of using one-shot modifiers, but I don't understand how they work. Can we find something on Google? I think there must be more useful information. Is this called sticky keys? Okay, sticky keys. In CMK, this is called sticky keys. Stay pressed until another key is pressed. Oh. Yep. So the key just stays pressed then. It's not gonna work for me. What is Fraser talking about? Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to change, but I think I have the idea wrong. What is Fraser talking about? He ate mushrooms again, I think. I do use them on another layer. One of the hormones, so I have the best of both worlds. Just keep home run mods. I think I will. The only problem and the only reason why I was trying to set that up, but it's not gonna work because I thought that this is the way that these worked. I thought this, okay, so this becomes like my magic key, we could say, and I just tap it, boom, tap it. Then if I type A, this becomes command. No, it doesn't make sense. Now that I say it out loud, it's stupid as fuck and it doesn't make sense. This would become, yeah, that is stupid, brother. So you need to have the keys. The only one that would work then, sticky keys, would be my shift here. Shift. But how do people with the Ferris sweep do it then? Like, they don't have the keys out there. So I guess they do it the way that you guys are talking about, that they keep the home row mods in a layer. Like they keep their modifiers in a layer. So they have to do, let's say that this is the one, right? So you have to do the layer here, and then you do this. Oh, okay. So you do the layer, then you do the key, and let's say that this becomes, bam, this becomes command, right? Bam, command. Okay, that makes sense. I think that would make sense. So it's command, and it would remain as command until I press the next key. So if I press tab, okay, so you do bam, bam, command, and then I can do here tab, but that would allow me to do tab only once. And I wouldn't have to repeat the whole process if I wanna, no, I'm gonna leave it the way it is, I think. Because how can I do this then? With hormone mods, I can do this. Look, how can I leave this pressed? Is it as convenient or no? Right? Because since my command is on the right, I can do it without a delay. Bring it up, right? And I can navigate this thing right here. The problem is that I don't want to use both hands, and it's a pain in the ass because a lot of the times I'm grabbing my mouse. But I think I'll have to do it with the same hand, right? So if I do here, command tab, then I can move with my mouse. Brother, this is, okay, this is the best way, okay? One-shot modifiers don't work. They're a waste of time, okay? Because look at this, okay? Let's switch here. If I do here, command tab, this shows up, and boom, I'm right there. But if I want to close something, just over it with my mouse, Q, brother. That is fucking amazing. That's the way that I'll do it, even if there's a delay, because I'm doing it with the same hand. I'll have to deal with that. Sometimes I want to open a new tab, right? Like I said at the beginning of the video, but you guys are not following, right? So I just do here, Command T, and it's quite fast, right? I don't have to wait for a delay because I'm using timeless home run mods. But if I want to do it with this hand, with only one hand, look at this. You see? AT, because I don't wait for the delay. So I have to do it the old way, the not timeless way. So I'll have to do it like this, but I'll have to get used to the delay, I think. What if I want to refresh the page? Okay, it's fine. Because I have commanded the pinky, right? So R is here. So I can do command R. What if I want to search in the page? I have a command here as well. Command F. Those are the most common ones, right? So you do command R, you do command F. What else do you do? Command D to duplicate a tab. I do that sometimes, right? Oh no, control D. So control is here. Where's the ASD? This is D. So control D. I can do it with one hand as well while I'm grabbing my mouse. You know what? This was all a mistake. I'm gonna keep it that way, but I'll have to play with the delay on the left hand, okay? No. Now that you look decided, let's do the emacs tutorial. I'll think about the one-shots. Maybe they have a use case. What is the use case of one-shot mods then, though? You have a keyboard-centric approach, don't I like you with the mouse. Yeah, you're in the mouse lace phase, right, brother? You're still in this phase. I'll see you. I'll see you in a few years, my little kid. Okay, go and enjoy life. You're 20. You're 23 years old yet. Okay, so just go and enjoy life. I'll see you in 5 years, and you're gonna be back to the chat and be like, brother, he was right. How's this navigation? Yeah, go and enjoy life. Okay. It is exactly like the bell curve meme, like 100%. Each one of the takes that Fraser comes up with is exactly this. Let me show it to you real quick. You're right here, brother. You're you're in the middle of your life right now. Well, hopefully not in the middle, like, but you're gonna end up here, It's, this explains it, brother. I don't need to explain anything else, but I've been here too, You're gonna get there, okay? Don't worry. So we don't need this then. Now let's just close this. And let's do Emacs then. We can finally move to Emacs for a little while. Let's open Emacs. You know what? I'm gonna move Emacs to its own desktop because it's here. And for some reason, I don't understand why it's smaller than the rest of the windows. Can you see the browser here in the background? You see that little edge right there? That is the browser. And I don't know why Emacs doesn't occupy, like it doesn't respect. I don't know if it's the window manager, if it's Emacs, what it is, but let's just move it to its own desktop, okay? What is it called? Yeah, bye. It's just called like that. Emacs, right? Okay. I have long hair though. Needs to always be open somewhere. Yeah, I just want to have it in its own desktop, Mac OS desktop. What is this? Yabai RC? Is it Yabai? Yep. Where do we have Kitty? I want something. Okay. Let's see, which desks do we have? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put it on disk 6 or 7, maybe. Let's see if we have something on disk 6. Oh, we have there disk 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7, disk 8. Do I have something? I don't have anything on disk 8. Okay. Yep, let's put it there. Oh, let's edit text the way that we are supposed to edit it. Okay, so I want to change remote DaVinci J to words, and I want to paste Emacs here, and I want to change the number 6 there. Okay, so change 6. No, hold on. Change remote 6 F right 8. Okay, brother, like, this is the way that we have to edit shit. Do I have this somewhere else? Disk 8, just these two, right? Okay. Let's just restart Yabai, and that should put Emacs in its own desktop. There we go. There we go. So now we have Emacs there by itself on desktop 8. So I don't see the weird thing here in the background, okay? So are we ready to get started, boys? I have to wake up my daughter and I have to leave soon. No, but let's do it, okay? Just not tie your fingers holding keys. Emacs need to always be open somewhere. I'm underutilizing Yabai. Oh, you're using Yabai as well, brother. Okay. It is the best, right? It is. Man, you can do so many things. I do this with Yabai. Well, if I wouldn't stream this, I think tiles are a waste of time. I think tiles is the stupidest thing ever. You know, if you use tiles, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Okay, but there, oh man, that is a hot take, especially in the Linux community, that they like to come here and open all of their their beautiful terminals. Oh, look at my tiles, brother. Look, brother, what the fuck are you doing with these small windows? Like, okay, but there are situations in which tiles make sense, like this. That's it. For the rest of the stuff, you just don't need to do that, okay? So all of my windows are in stack mode here. So they're one behind the other, all of them here. But there's some that are in tile mode, in BSP mode, right? Like this one. It's a to-do on my org. And Emacs, of course, you use 3 tiles when you code with a debugger. But why not just switch to them, right? Like, I don't know. I just like having one thing on the screen at a time. That's it. Let's just focus, okay? Because we have the session with Prot on Saturday, and I need to do something at least. The problem is that I don't even know how to open the tutorial, brother. You know, like that is the real problem. Which one is it? To go to there, Control L. Yep. This is the first lesson. So we have everything that we need here. Look, Control HT, open or resume the Emacs tutorial. So we have this one and we have this one. We have the two right there. This is the second lesson. This is the, yeah, second lesson, first lesson. So Control HT. Why don't I do MX? I see that people mention MX a lot everywhere. So where is control? God damn it. Control is this one. Control HT. Resume your last save tutorial. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Should we start from the beginning or should we continue where we left off? What does chat think? Should we do like a small review of the tutorial from the beginning? Why? Why do you? Okay, so this is the way that I work. I don't like continuing. I like starting from the beginning. So that's why things take me 10 times the amount of time. If I was doing this on my own, I would start from the beginning. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should we spend the next hour practicing what we have practiced for this month? Please, why? Okay, let's chat decide. Okay, let's chat. We're gonna let chat decide. Start a poll. What is it? It's resume. Resume tutorial. Simple question. Start poll. Let's see what the answer is. Okay. No? Okay. I like that. I like that. So people are saying no here. No is winning. No is winning. Okay. Resume. Okay. Hold on. People are not gonna understand. Okay. People are gonna think that resume tutorial means like start the Emacs tutorial. Okay. Hold on. Control H. Then start reading. Okay, hold on. Let's do it the right way. Okay, should we start the tutorial from the very beginning. I have like 1 hour left, pretty much. I have 1 hour. I have like 1 hour more of streaming. I think this covers all the bases, right? I think this is pretty much self-explanatory, okay? So we're here. We're just getting started. 55 minutes after, we're getting started with the emacs tutorial. So this is the predicament that we're in, okay? Should we type yes or no? So chat is going to decide right now. Should I start the tutorial from the very beginning? Rather. So we should continue then, but how can you guys continue when you haven't mastered something? This is my way of thinking. I start from the beginning until I master it, and then I can continue with the rest. Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm wasting a lot of time. Don't you guys feel that way? Moving horizontally through expressions. If you forgot everything, go back. Okay, I think I have it. I think I have most of the stuff that I need. We're gonna figure it out along the way, okay? So, resume your, I don't know where it saved it though, okay? Okay, learn the most basic way of typing something Emacs and correcting errors. You can delete by words or lines as well. Delete operations, okay. These summaries are great, man. Delete. Control D, delete the next character after the cursor. I had forgotten about that already, brother. Brother, forget about this. I'm gonna navigate with the arrows. How do I navigate words back? We're just gonna do it this way. So Control D. Oh, okay. Then delete the next character after the cursor. Delete the next character after the cursor. Control D. Oh, just one character. Okay, okay. So Control D is pretty much X. I think I have said that in the past. Okay. Kill the word immediately before the cursor. Alt delete. Alt delete. Oh, okay, 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 okay. That is to kill the word. Okay. Alt delete. I'm not gonna use this one. No, I don't need to know this one. I think I can leave it out of my brain. I have to pick the ones that I want to keep, okay? And I have to be very conscious about them because I don't have much space. Kill the next word. I'm not gonna remember this, but it's good. This one I do like. Kill from the cursor position to the end of the line. This is coded for me. Control K. And then Control K again. Kills the... Yep. That is actually great. Kill to the end of the current sentence with MK. Okay, let's see. So if I do here, MK, oh, it deletes until the dot. Okay, let's undo this. Okay, I know this. I got this. We're confident. We're starting good. While you're going through this nonsensical pain, Master, running on Vim keybinds, which you're already learned and interiorized, brother. Are you going against what Lord Pratt suggests, brother? Like, are you for reals? So you know more than the Lord? Is that what you're saying? It's worth in the beginning, bro. Let's see what chat says, okay? Let's see what chat says. You can also kill a segment of text with one uniform method. Move to one. How did I paste what I killed? With Control Y, right? Control Y. Yep, Control Y. And it replaces them? No. How was it? Oh, no. Hold on. Let's undo. What is the keybind to access the ring? MY? No. Control G? At least I know Control G. Which one was it? To paste in the cycle. Evil for everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna try vanilla Emacs. I don't care what people think, what people say. I'm following what Prod suggests. Okay, and a few months after I really try it, if I don't like it, I will probably switch to something else. But for now, I don't wanna have NeoVim and Emacs. Okay, I just wanna try Emacs the way that it was intended. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Probably I end up hating it and I just go back to NeoVim, or I try Evil, but no, I want to give it a chance before. How can I access the ring? No worries about RSI. Yep. MY? But I try that right now. No, but I just wanted to paste and keep pasting, you know, because it pastes and it keeps pasting, but I don't remember what it was. I tried warning you. you. I will probably. Control Y. I did Control Y, Fraser. Control Y. Control Y. Okay. No, but it's just pasting. You see? You see? You see? That is not giving me the ring. Did I do it incorrectly then? Oh, because that is the only thing that I have yanked. Okay, so, okay. Let's try this. Let's try this. If I do here, Control K, let's undo it. And if I do here, Control K, let's undo it. And if I do here, Control Y, Control Y. No, but how does it replace it? It is pasting it? Yeah. How does it replace it? Did I do that? You guys remember that I did that? You don't need to fuck up your whole system for Emacs. Rather, I wonder what happens with people like this that want you to do what they want. Yeah, what want you to do what they want. I think that is... No, man. That is some crazy shit right there. I was trying to do this, chat. How is it? I think I saw it somewhere. Did I dream about it? No? No? First, Control Y, and then you MY. Let's see. Control Y. That is what I was talking about. Exactly. This is what I was talking about. Yep. This is useful, man. Like, I think this is really useful. So first, Control Y, and then made a Y, and I'm accessing the stuff that I have killed, like in a ring, and it just replaces them, right? I think I like this. How did I go to the beginning of the line? It was Control A. No, fuck this. How do I unselect everything? Control G. Control G. Yeah, okay. Now, how do I jump back to where I was? Fuck this, man. Fuck this. Where was I? Okay, it was somewhere around here. Okay, this. So, how did I jump to the beginning of the line? Control A, Control E, Control A, Control E, Control A. If I do here, Control K kills it. If I do Control Y, it's gonna paste it. But then if I do Meta Y, it's going to replace what I pasted with what is in the ring. I think I like that. How do I delete this entire line without going to the beginning first? Like DD. How do I do DD? I'm not gonna do that right now. You should learn Nano, the best text editor. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Control, fuck. I keep pressing. Oh man. Okay. Every time that you see me selecting the entire screen, it's because I have had control. We all have had control in our pinkies for what, 20 years, right? So control has always been somewhere here. So I always reach control here, control with the pinky. And now that I switched control to my index fingers, man, I just don't get used to it at all. Okay, let's continue. So, did we do this already? Huh. No, we haven't done this. That's why it doesn't look familiar. Okay. Oh yes, we did this already. Undo. Yep. Control X. Name command extend. What the fuck is this, brother? Where are we in the tutorial? We're around the 55%, right? Switch buffer. Yeah, we already did this. Autosave. No, we haven't done this. We actually looked at this with Prot. I asked them like, what are these asterisks? Okay, but we haven't covered it in the tutorial. Hold on. Where the fuck are we? Where the fuck are we? I got lost. Okay, here. Here, right? Yeah. Here. Yep. This is where we were. Okay. Let's continue. Control. What if I press option command A again? So control A, it's gonna take me here. Control K, it's gonna help me kill this. Control K again. Control K again. Let's move with the arrows like a little bitch because I don't want to use the other ones. Move the cursor to the Y. Control space. Okay, I already know how to select stuff. So it's control space. Control. Which one is space? This is space. Control space. Then you just select stuff. And then Control W. This will kill the text starting from the Y and N just before the N. Let's try this. Control G, Control G. Move the cursor to the Y at the start of the previous paragraph. Control space, Control space. Mark set at the bottom. Move the cursor to the N in end. To the N in end. Control W. This will kill the text starting from the Y and ending just before the N. Control W. Okay, that makes sense. But why? Oh, that's why. Okay. Killing and deleting is that kill text can be reinserted at any position. Deleted cannot be reinserted in this way. Yanking. Okay. So that's why I do Control W. But why Control W and not Control K? Like, what is the difference? Let me undo this, okay? Let me undo this. And let me just Control space here. What happens if I do Control K here? Oh, fuck this. Okay. So that's why I have to use Control W when I select text. Okay. What if I select Control space? No, hold on. Control space here. A segment of text. So I have to do Control W. That deletes it, right? Oh, but it didn't delete the letter. Okay. Let's undo this. Let's go back here. Control space. I have to select after the T. I have to do here Control W. Just going to undo this. I have a segment of text in my ring, I think. What the fuck? That sounded weird. So if I do here Control Y, it's gonna paste it. And if I do Alt Y, it's going to cycle through the stuff that I have in the ring. Right? Right? I think that makes sense. Control A to go to the beginning. I don't want this. If I delete this, I don't want it to be part of my ring. So how do I delete it then? I should do Control space, select it, and then just delete it like this. So if I do Control Y, oh, I don't know, because I probably already had it there. Control Y. I think I should write this down. I should write some of them down because I will not remember them. The most useful ones, okay? No. Emacs cheat sheet could be the one. Yeah. Do Control. Where's my plus symbol? Control Y. Then and then meta Y to replace it with select text with Control space, then delete it with Control W, was it? I don't know what this one is called. And I don't know if I have this right, but I think that I have to remember about this. Control W, right? Okay. That should work. Let's see, I thought right. That's who. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Okay, hold on. Let me wake up my daughter. I'll be right back, okay? All right, so let's do it. Marks it at the bottom. Okay, we already did this. I already wrote it down. Killed. Yanking, okay. Move the cursor to the beginning of a line, which is not empty. Then type CK to kill the text on that line. I already know that. Type CK for a second time. Okay, we already did this. No, brother, we're not this. We already did this. The fuck was I doing all the way up there? Here. We were... Let me tell you where we were. We were in a summary somewhere. Where were we? We were somewhere. Hold on. List buffers. We already saw this. Oh yeah, we saw this as well the other day. Yep. Save some files. Extending the command set. Okay. I think this is where we were. Control XS, but I will not remember about these key maps. I'm not gonna fucking remember about this. Many more emacs commands that could possibly put on all the control and meta characters. Extend command. Oh, so this is what people talk about then, followed by one character. MX. So this is what people talk about. MX. Extend. Less than the commands you have already learned about. You have already seen a few of them. The file commands, define, Control X, Control S to save, command to end the emacs session, Control X, Control C. The problem is that I will not remember all these key maps, okay? Special command to move from Emacs to another application. You can do this with the mouse or with any window manager commands, or if you're using a text terminal, just which can only show one application at a time. You need to suspend Emacs to move to any other application. Okay, just a text terminal. Okay, got it. Okay. I'm not doing that. Control C is the command to exit Emacs afterward, okay? On a text terminal. Okay, I'm not doing that, so I'm not gonna worry about this too much. To log out, it's also the right thing. For a quick edit, such as by mail handling utility. You have learned Control X, Control F to find files, save the buffer, save some buffers, Control X, Control B list buffers, Control XB switch buffer, Control X, Control C quit, delete all but one window. We looked at that one. Yep. And Control XU is undo. Oh, but I can do also Control and the other /, right? Okay. Extended commands are commands which are used even less frequently. Replacing string, which replaces one string with another in the buffer. When you type mx, emacs prompts you at the bottom of the screen with mx, the name of the command. In this case, replace string. Complete the name, okay. Tab is the tab key, okay? Should have found. Okay. Submit the command name with return, okay? Move the cursor to the blank line, 2 lines below this one, okay? Then type mx, replay. What is this? Type mx. This is not what I want to do. Oh, but it's because I have the plugins installed. Okay. So I have orderless installed, I think. So that's why this one shows at the top. But the one that we actually want to use is replace string, right? Because that's what we're looking at. So let's do this. Replace string. We're going to do return here. We're going to type change. Return altered. Notice how this line has altered. If you've replaced the word altered with altered, wherever it occurred. Oh, okay. After the initial position of the cursor, so that's why this one wasn't changed. Okay. And that's it. Show me there. MX replace occurrences of. How can I read the rest of this thing here, right here? How can I read this? Replace occurrences of from string with what? I want to read the rest of it. I want to read this. Can I use my mouse? I can't. Doesn't matter. I think it's going to let me know how to do it afterwards. Control G is to. No. Control G, right? What was I pressing? I was pressing something else. I don't know what I was pressing. That is where you would use embark. Is that for me or is that for someone else? Notice how this line has altered. Okay, good, good, good. This is going to be useful because if I do meta x, say buffer, yeah, I think I'm going to be using meta x a lot because I don't know the key maps. But what if I do, for example, control X? Does it show me something? Oh no. Kill line, okay. So this is what it is. Yank is the paste, right? And then when we do this my, replace just yanked stretch of kill text. So this is control Y, my, that explains it. So I have to know, okay, I think I like this. Control G. Why control MG? I'm just typing control G. I don't know. Autosave. Save them yet. They could be lost if your computer crashes. To practice the breakthrough from this. Okay, so that is what I saw, the autosave, and I asked Brad here because it sometimes show autosave at the bottom. You can do mx, hold on. Mx describe command, then look at the string replace. Mx describe command. Mx. Oh, and then I type the command there. Kill line. This one, I want to see this one. Okay. Kill text with a different stretch. What are we talking about here? Immediately after yank, okay. Previously killed text. Okay. The kill ring variable and selecting another kill from there. Okay. How do I close? How do I keep this window only? That was control 1 or option 1. Let's do mx and let's do kill window. What is that one called? Buffer. It was 1 something. It was 1, control X1. How can I find that? Describe command. Control X1. Oh, delete. Delete. Hey, Sasha, how's it going? Okay. So in case that I forget this, I will find it if I do. Well, if I use it, right? What happens if I do it from here? My cursor is here right now because I can see the little black thing right there. So I would assume that it's going to delete all other windows and just keep this one, right? Delete other windows. Yes, okay. And if I bring this again, that one shows at the top. I think I'm gonna have to use them till I memorize these. Control X1. Control H, X is to describe the command. I don't think that I'm going to learn a lot of key maps though, just the essential ones. Because Control HX, brother, I'm not gonna remember that. Probably I'm gonna use it a couple times, but I think this MX thing is gonna be quite useful. Control G. What is Control G? Just show me Control G. Control G must be cancel command. Okay, so let's do Control G here. I don't know what Control G is, but it's something. Let the autosave file. When it asks for a confirmation, type yes. Go ahead to recover the autosave data. Okay. So it autosaves. Control L was to center. Okay. So you at the bottom of the screen area called the echo area. The echo area contains the bottom line of the screen. Outline. The line immediately up of the echo area. Oh, so this is the echo area, right? Okay. Like the terminal, we could say something like that. Line, mode line area, okay. Oh, almost. Let's make it look the same. 749, like this. Status of emacs, and it takes your editing. You already know what the file name. The mx describe key to see the function invoked by a key bind. Let's see. mx describe key. Describe the following key, mouse click or menu item. So that is going to be Control G. Okay. So Control G, and it shows me the name of it, which would be keyboard quit. Is that how it is? Is that its name? Yep, keyboard quit. So the name is shown there. Okay, command keyboard quit. Okay, that is useful. Now, if I switch here, was Control X1. Okay, man, this is difficult. This is freaking difficult. Where were we? Did we get lost again? No. Oh no, we're right there. Okay. You already know what the file name means. It is the file you have found. NN, where's NN? Your current position in the buffer. Okay. 63%. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. It will say top instead of 0%. If the bottom of the buffer is on the screen, it will say bottom. Okay. You're looking at the buffer so small that all of it fits on the screen. The mode line will say all. Okay. That is useful. The L in digits indicates the position in another way. They give the current line number of points. Okay. Okay. The stars near the front mean you have made changes to the text right after you visit or save a file. The tricky thing about escape is that you have to do 3 of them. 2 doesn't work, 4 quits, but then gives you an extra meta for your next shortcuts. Monty Python. I guess you guys are talking about something else. The stars near the front mean that you have made changes to the text, okay? Okay, so when I save the file, this disappear. Buffer is writable. Buffer is modified. Okay, good. Makes sense. Part of the mode line inside the parentheses to tell you what editing modes you're in. The default mode is fundamental, which is what you're using right now. This is an example of a major mode. Okay, so Pratt talks about major modes a lot. Major modes, some of them are meant for editing different languages, kinds of text, such as Lisp mode, text mode. Major mode is active, and its name can always be found in the line just where fundamental is now. Okay. Makes a few commands behave differently. So is it similar to insert mode and normal mode, any of them? Could we say that? There are commands for creating comments in a program. I really need bookmarks. Each major mode. And since each program language has a different idea of what a comment should look like, commands differently. Each major mode is the name of an extended command. Switch to that mode. Switch to fundamental mode, okay. Human language text, such as this file, you should probably use text mode. Okay, so let's type here mx text mode return. So it says text right now. Changes in any great way. You can observe that MF and MB now treat apostrophes as part of words, as word separators. What was MF and MB for? Was it to go backwards? MF, B. Okay, so where's an apostrophe? I don't want to do the experiments. I don't care. I'm just going to trust it. That's a minor detail. I don't want to try it. Major modes usually make subtle changes like that one. Most commands do the same job in each major mode, but they work a little bit differently. To view documentation on your current major mode, type Ctrl-H-M. Move the cursor to the line following this line. Then type Ctrl-L, Ctrl-L to bring this line to the top of the screen. Okay, I remember about Ctrl-L, Ctrl-L, and it cycles through the positions, right? Type Ctrl-H-M. Okay, so let's do, where's Control, where's H? Which one is H? This is H. Ctrl-H. M. What did I do right now? Type Control X1 to remove the documentation from screen. Control X1. What did I do, brother? Control H M. Which one did I say was H? Control H M. Oh, it's just so that I read this? You expect me to read this? Like spend, brother. You expect me to read this right now? Like all of it? Or no, just part of it? Oh, I can fold it. Okay. So just this small part right here. Okay. These small paragraphs are limited only by blank or white lines. Get the full benefit of that adaptive filling. Turn on text mode runs the normal hook, text mode hook. Whatever that means, brother. Control X1. It opened the convention the other half. Okay. Yep. It wanted me to read, I guess. Major because there are also minor modes. Okay, hold on. Let me check something here. Hold on. Just sending a message to my wife because we need to go to the gym. And I have to go and swim as well for a little while. Do you guys do physical activity? We need to start a group, okay? And I know that all the open source lovers, and we don't do commercial products, and we just do everything through IRC, and just 2 people join our IRC channel, just me, another guy. Brother, let's do something sustainable, okay? Because we need to do something about our health. I guess most of the people in my audience don't do physical activity because they're computer addicts just like me. And I'm trying to change that. Oh man, it's really difficult. So I have to create an account. And I'm going to start a group so that we can create challenges there. Are there any swimmers in chat? Do we have any swimmers in chat? Ex-swimmer? I really read that actually. Just use, hold on, let me switch here. We have Sasha in chat. Yeah, Control X1. Yeah, I'll get used to that one, I think. Okay. Got it. Okay, so we have a few swimmers there. 3 votes, 1 swimmer. We have 1 swimmer. Okay, I want to start the group. I'll do it one of these days. The nice thing about this thing is that doesn't matter what type of watch you use. Can be Samsung, Garmin, I don't know what other brands are out there, Apple, G-Shock, I don't know, whatever it is. You can send your data to it and we can do challenges and, just motivate each other. I think it's a good idea. 1 year passes, brother never fucking created the group. That can happen as well. And that probably will happen as well. So let's continue. What time is it? 6:06. Okay. I have a few more minutes. I really should swim. I live near some amazing Australian brother. Australia. Like, is there something that doesn't kill you in Australia? What are what is in Australian lakes? Like, I guess there's fucking Godzilla there, man. I've seen the spiders. There's fucking kangaroos. Like, what the fuck are they, brother? How are you alive? That's the question. Like, how have you survived, Ian, all these years? Okay. How many encounters have you had? Snakes that swim. Oh man. Like, no. Too much wildlife for me, I think, in Australia. How has it been? Swimming is nice. I don't do it seriously, but it's a great way to deal with the heat wave. Yeah. Well, the problem is where I live, the temperature is quite high all the time. What's the temperature right now? The temperature right now is 15, but because I have the AC on, but usually 34, I think, 35. We just do Celsius here. We don't do Fahrenheit, okay? Fahrenheit, if you do Fahrenheit, I'm sorry, but that doesn't exist, okay? The real measurement is Celsius, okay? So we do 34, usually 35, 36, I think sometimes. So when I go to swim at 5 p.m., the pool is hot. God damn it. It's like a jacuzzi or something. And when you try to swim that way, you get more tired. So, oh man, it's hotter than what is outside. So that the water is warm, but it's just because it's not a climated or climatized, however that is said, pool, but it's just the the heat outside that makes the water hot or warm, and it doesn't feel refreshing when you're swimming. Winter and it's still around 23 degrees Celsius in the day. Oh, that's decent. For being winter, hot pools are great if you, yeah, hot pools are great if you won't just sit there and chill. Exactly. That is cool if you just go sit there and do nothing. But if you have to swim, brother, it's like, can I access my Garmin stuff here? Do I want to show? Do I want to humiliate myself in public? Garmin official site. How do I access my account? Hold on. What is my... Does this thing here show me my data? Or no? I have never accessed this thing here. Profile? Armin, Neovim, my one true love. Neovim, no, Neovim. Garmin, data, computer. No, Garmin, stats, computer. Garmin Express desktop application. Ah, so use Garmin Connect on your computer. This is what I want. Oh, so I need to download an application then. And I need to connect the device to your computer using the cable, Garmin Express application. So it seems that this is what I have to do. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'll create the group. I'm gonna create the group. I'm not gonna create a Garmin group because not everyone has Garmin. Marco in Discord was telling me that he has a G-Shock something, so he cannot sync his data to Garmin. So we need to do it here. Even if it's not up to the FOSS folks standards, you know. Why is Kitty there? Kitty shouldn't be there. There we go. Let's just close this and let's just switch here. This one should be here. Hot pools, yeah. Swim and surf in the ocean all year round here, brother. If there is something that I wouldn't do, stop sailing. I wouldn't swim in the ocean. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? Hell no. No, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm. I don't want to get bitten by a shark. No, no, I wouldn't do it. Simple. There's no way. I swim in lakes, okay? But if I know that there's no crocodiles or other than that, no, don't do it. Power Emacs gives you a speak. Yeah, from scratch. What do you guys do? Or using Percel configs or something else. Scratch. You read people's configs for inspiration. Oh, Sasha, we need to talk about a lot of stuff. We need to talk about a lot of stuff. I want to know your opinions on Prot's way of doing things like vanilla. I think you use vanilla as well. I want to know your thoughts about distros, or I don't know how they're called in Emacs and all that stuff. Yeah, so I have a lot of questions. I just haven't had time to schedule it. I won't have time today. Man, having to work is a pain. Oh, yeah, I have to work. So having responsibilities, having to go to the gym and all that stuff is just not fun, but you have to do it. There's sharks in the river here. Has anyone killed by a shark? My son said no one has been killed by an unprovoked shark. So just don't annoy them. But what if you just jump, right, into the river and there's like a shark there and you land on that motherfucker and you don't realize? Like, you didn't want to provoke it, brother, but it was just sitting there. Like, what if you just jump like Sorrow or Zorro? Do you guys know Zorro? You don't know about this, right? You're too first world to know about Zorro. Where's Command T? You kids don't know shit. You're too young for this, right? Like, when he jumps and lands on his horse, what if you land on a shark like that and you didn't want to provoke it, right? What then? That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Wise, I enjoyed reading Techosaurus. Who is Techosaurus? That sounds like a dinosaur. Techosaurus config. I know Soto. You say creaky and wrestle it. Oh man. How is the situation with spiders there in Australia? Is it crazy? Have you ever fought a kangaroo? Okay, let's continue. Okay, Pratt has talked about this. Minor modes, major modes. So minor mode can be turned on or off by itself, independently of all other minor modes of your major mode. So you can use no minor modes or one minor mode or any combination of one minor mode, which is very useful. Autofill mode. When this mode is on, Emacs breaks the line in between words automatically whenever you insert text and make a line that is too wide. Okay. Toggles the mode. Type Emacs autofill mode return now. Then insert a line into two lines. You must put only at spaces. Okay, so let's try this. Emacs autofill mode. Enter. Autofill mode enabled in current buffer. Oh, so it says fill there. Oh, so it lists you the minor mode as well. Text is the major mode. Fill is the minor mode then, okay? Then let's insert a line here that I'm inserting. What is going to happen? I don't know. Oh, okay. I like this. Oh, I was typing escape. Okay. Because this is like the what I do in NeoVim. I wrap at 80 characters. That's why you see this line here, because I just like wrapping at 80 characters. I would assume it is something similar right now, correct? I would assume this is what that is. This field thing. Yeah, definitely. I like that. Oh, it says it right here. The margin is usually set at 70 characters, but you can change it with the Control X F command. You should give it the margin set you want as a numeric argument. Okay. When I'm streaming, I do 70 because my font is bigger, but usually when I'm not streaming, I do 80. Okay. With the argument of 20. Okay, so let's try it. I don't want to do this Control U20. Fuck this. Let's do it. Or should we practice it? Brother, I'm never. Oh, but I have to do it that way. Control X. No. Hold on. Control G. Right? So is Control U 20. Control X F. Fill column set to 20 was 70. Okay. So, oh, okay. But it doesn't happen with old text. It only happens with new text. That's to 20. Okay, that makes sense. If you come from NeoVim, you're gonna get that quite easily. The middle of a paragraph does not refill it for you. To refill the paragraph, type MQ meta Q with the cursor inside the paragraph. Meta Q. Oh, okay. Meta Q. Now I fucked everything up. Let's fix it back. Control U. Let's do 80. Control X F. Fill column set. Meta Q. Meta Q. I will not remember about this. Fuck no. We're just doing it, and all of this information is going out to the ether, you know? It's like if it never happened, okay? No curse words, okay? Because this is a family-friendly stream, okay? But look at where we are. We're 72%. We're 72%. We're getting there. Searching, this is essential. And we are finally getting to searching like a month after we tried, you know, we're starting to try emacs. That is what I call progress, okay? Or backward through it. Searching for a string is a cursor motion command. It moves the cursor to the next place where that string appears. The emacs search command is incremental, which means that the search happens when you type the string you search for. The command to initialize Control S for forward search or Control R for reverse search. Okay, but wait, don't try them now. When you type Control S, you'll notice that the string I search appears as a prompt. Should show up here at the bottom. This tells you that Emacs is in what is called an incremental search, waiting for you to type the thing that you want to search for. Return terminates a search. Okay, now type Control S to start a search. Slowly, one letter at a time, type the word cursor. Okay. Brother, I use NeoVim. You don't need to talk to me like I'm 2 years old, okay? I use a more advanced editor than this one. Look, like the meme. Oh, I have it. Like this. But I have it. I have it. I have it. There you go. Just use regular undo. This is just for making you aware of what Emacs can do, not learning 1,000 bindings. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Some of the things stick, and I'm not gonna do the tutorial one time. I'm gonna do it multiple times. We're gonna do it on stream so you guys can enjoy how I do the tutorial. Because, brother, there's no other way, you know? We'll see. We'll find a method. We're gonna see what works. So I type this. Now you can have, no, you search for the cursor once. Type Control S again to search for the next occurrence of cursor. Control S. Okay, so you just jump, okay? Now type delete 4 times to see how the cursor moves. Okay. Now okay, so now this replaced the information that I had in NeoVim, and now I don't know how the fuck to do it in NeoVim. Thank you, Emacs. So how do I search in NeoVim? Modifiers, right? Fuck, how did I? Oh no, I don't have it. Okay, let's search for something that is there a lot of times. 2, N. Okay, N and Shift N. N and Shift N. And here is Control S and backspace. Control X, backspace. So who said it? Who said this? If Vim does it with this way, we're gonna tell all the Vim users, fuck you. We're gonna do it like the most different way possible. So, or was it Vim that was the one that was that? Okay, so if Emacs does it this way, we're gonna say fuck you. We're gonna do it completely in a different way. So they never switch from Emacs to NeoVim or to Vim at that point, or to Vi or whatever it was. So Control S goes next. Okay. Okay. Time return. Okay, so if I do here Control S enter, my cursor stays there. Okay. Control S again. Okay. Okay. Control G will also terminate the search. Okay, that makes sense. And type delete, the search retreats to an earlier location. If you type delete just after. If there are no earlier occurrences, erases the last character in the search string. For instance, suppose that you have typed C to search for the first occurrence. If you type U, the cursor will move to the first occurrence. Now type delete. Okay, that makes sense because you're typing, right? Okay. So, okay, that makes sense. Oh, it seems useful, I think. The Vi creator switched to Emacs saying Vi was a mistake, by the way. That sounds made up. That sounds made up. Is it true? Can someone confirm in chat? The problem that we have with Fraser, this is the problem that we have with this guy. Let me show you. You're gonna think that I'm crazy or that I'm just talking shit about Fraser, but he eats mushrooms before he comes to the stream. So we just have to be patient, okay? Because where is this? Here. And I'm not just saying BS, okay? This is there's facts. There's facts here. I'm thinking about what he's trying to say there. What the fuck, brother? This, you know? So when you read a message from Fraser, it's like, oh, it's the special kid, you know? It's just, that's what it is. It's the special kid. I'm trying to make sense out of what he's saying there. And it's like, what is the meaning of that? All right, I have to drop. 75% of the tutorial. Very nice. We're getting closer. Yeah, Bantutu. We're getting closer. To the Switch? No, not to the Switch, but experimenting with emacs, okay? So I have to drop because I have to take my daughter to school. I have to go to the gym. I have to work, blah, 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 all that stuff. But I will see if I join a live stream tomorrow. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Sasha. Thanks, Ian, Fraser, everyone that was in chat. We'll see you tomorrow.